Last week we looked at some cybersecurity threats. Today we are going to be looking at how we can detect and prevent these threats from occurring. Our main objective today is to understand some ways of detecting threats to a computer system. Weaknesses could exist in computer systems in many forms. Procedures might not be very clear, so people might not understand what the rules are on how to use a computer system. A network or some software might not be configured correctly. And sometimes the behavior of a person might be put into question. Authentication is the process of checking that a user is allowed to access data. Biometric authentication is the process of using your physical attributes to identify you as an individual. It is the same as like using a password system, but it uses your, let's say, your fingerprint, your eyes or your face to let you enter the system. Anti-malware is software that you can use to detect and remove malware from your computer. AVG, Norton, McAfee, Avast are all examples of anti-malware. You can get some free anti-malware online, but you could also pay for some, and if you pay for them, you're more likely to receive features that you can use to help you stay more secure on your computer. You could use a firewall to help keep your network or your computer more secure. A firewall is a bit of software which acts as like a protective screen and monitors incoming and outgoing traffic on the network or on your computer. If the firewall detects anything suspicious, it will block it and prevent it from accessing your system. CAPTCHA is another method people could use to help keep their computer system secure. It is a method used to kind of identify humans on the internet. And it's used to prevent spam bots from creating or signing up to internet services and wasting resources. When setting up a service online, you might be asked to verify your email address, and this is because your email address is essentially your personal address or ID online. This is to prevent people from fraudulently creating accounts with other people's email addresses or other people's identity. Penetration testing is a method that you might use to find flaws in a system. The reason you carry out testing is to find flaws and report back on how you can fix them and improve the system. There are two types of penetration testing that could be carried out: black box and white box testing. In black box testing, testers are given no more information than a potential hacker and will be hacking from the perspective of an outsider. In white box testing, testers are given as much information as an insider, so like an employee of an organization. The reason this is carried out is to see how much damage a potential insider or a rogue employee could do to a system. Acceptable use policies are a set of rules that can be used by an organization to instruct people how they can use their computer systems. It is essentially a small contract which says if you do not follow the rules, you will be removed from the organization and prevented from using their computer systems. Setting your computer to install software updates and patches automatically is another way of preventing security threats. This will mean that you do not have to manually install them. The computer will do it automatically when it is connected to the internet. If you do not update your computer regularly, hackers will find flaws and will eventually break in and could potentially steal your data. Encryption is the final method we're going to be looking at to prevent unauthorized access to data. We'll be looking at this method in a bit more detail in the next few lessons in this term. Encryption is basically used to hide the meaning of data. So if it is intercepted, the person who has intercepted it, who is not meant to have access to the data, will not understand what it's meant to be.